Hi everyone, and welcome to another midweek video. Today I want to look into 3 scenarios that possibly made it more likely for us to end up running into the arms of a narcissist, because we have to also look at ourselves and what may have made us more susceptible to falling for the narcissist. We know that they do a fantastic job with the love bombing and getting us addicted to them. But what is it that made us not see or want to see the red flags? Today, I am just going to touch on 3 of the things that I think are responsible. If you can relate, do let me know in the comment section below. And the first scenario is where there is a lack of love in childhood. I myself grew up in a household with very little love or affection. There was constant sibling rivalry, which was almost encouraged. There was a mother more focused on making ends meet, and a father who was too self-obsessed and busy trying to impress and manipulate people. But basically, having a lack of love in childhood makes it very easy for someone to be taken in by the narcissist's love bombing, as it is like a whole new overwhelming experience of attention and affection that you may have never experienced before. So for a time, you end up feeling like you are living a fairy tale and having found your prince or princess who you are willing to dedicate your life to. We all know that it is not a happy ever after, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But for someone who is filled with light and love but was never shown love, is likely to be taken in by a narcissist who only pretends to love, as they seem to have the missing element to what we were longing for all our lives as caring, empathetic beings. It is also interesting to note that being raised by a narcissist makes it more likely for you to end up in a narcissistic relationship. And one of the main reasons is the lack of love and validation in a narcissistic household. Growing up in a household like that can cause a child to be insecure or have a low self-esteem as well, which is the second thing that can make someone run into the arms of the narcissist. But a low self-esteem can also be developed even though a child comes from a loving household. The low self-esteem may have developed as a result of their peers, social pressures, or even bullying in school. So even though they have a loving home and parents, they do not love themselves. Lack of self-love is a major problem and a major culprit in making us narcissist magnets. For some people, parental love is not enough. Being attractive and desirable by someone who is not related to you seem to have a more profound effect. And coming across a narcissist who would love bomb you and make you feel as though you are perfect in every way and that they love every bit about you is another way that narcissists win us over. They would build us up during that love bombing phase only to tear us down later. The third and final reason as to why you may have fallen prey to the narcissist is naivety. You just didn't know that there were such evil, selfish, deceptive people out there. I remember doing social sciences in school, but not learning about narcissists or toxic relationships on this scale. There is a lot of talk of domestic violence, but as we know, many narcissists don't even have to lay a finger on you to hurt you, but they still cause a lot of damage. Knowledge is power, and I believe if many of us even knew that these types of people existed, that we could have been spared some pain. And that is why I am passionate about exposing narcissists, so that I can save someone the pain and heartache that comes with being in a narcissistic relationship. So even if you are born into a narcissistic family, just being aware of what you are a part of can also help you to manage the toxicity and protect yourself. At the end of the day, narcissists are deceptive, they are manipulators and abusers, but in many cases, they can only hurt us when we give them access. But if we have the power, which comes through knowledge, self-love, and trust in our gut, we will be able to stop them in their tracks. But to conclude, these are a few of the things that can drive someone into the narcissist web of lies and deceit. A lack of love in childhood, low self-esteem, and a lack of knowledge. All these are things we can work on and correct so that we no longer attract or be taken in by the narcissist. But I would like to know, apart from the narcissist love bombing, what was it that made you fall for the narcissist? Is it any of the reasons I gave today or something else? Please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for your time and have a blessed week, everyone.